My name is Safiro Clinton and I will be taking you through the history course. Now I'm glad to have you here. So I want to look at my country Ghana and the history of the major ethnic groups in Ghana. If we take Ghana as a whole, we are made up with a lot of people from different backgrounds. So at the end we should know the ethnic groups that we have in Ghana and then how they all came to settle in Ghana. Now let's look at the objectives for our lesson. Now the objectives are, by the end of the lesson, learners will gain knowledge on, or should gain knowledge on, the meaning of ethnic group. So if someone asks you what is an ethnic group, you should be able to explain it. That is one. And then two, the major ethnic groups that we have in Ghana, we should be able to identify them. Three, the tribes of the Akan ethnic group. Now, when we take each group or each ethnic group, there are tribes in the groups. So one of them is the Akan ethnic group. And then by the end, we should know the tribes which are in the Akan ethnic groups. And then also the migration of the Akan ethnic group. So we should watch out. At the end, we should obtain something. That is why we are here. We are here to learn. We are here to gain knowledge, gain understanding. So the introduction is that Ghana is a very beautiful country. Now if you are in Ghana, or if you are a foreigner, let me deal with those who are in Ghana. Now if you are a Ghanaian, you know how beautiful Ghana is, and the people who are in Ghana. If you are a foreigner too, Ghana is a beautiful country. You can come and visit us someday with a lot of beautiful people. Now, we are made up of different ethnic groups. And then someone asks you, what is an ethnic group? An ethnic group is a group of people who come from one ancestor and have a common way of life. So a group of people, if we are talking about group when they are together, for example, a school, you will see that this particular school wear a particular uniform. It makes them a group. If you take a church, as a particular church, they have a way of dressing. So it makes them one group. So in Ghana too, we are made up of groups. If we take one group, you will see that there's a way they dress to make them a group. Now we are saying that those groups come from one ancestor. That's why they behave like that. Just like if you see a student or peoples in the same uniform, you will know that they come from a particular school. So if these people behave the same, maybe speaking the same language, it means they come from one ancestor who used to speak that language, who used to dress like that. So that's an ethnic group. An ethnic group is a group of people who come from one ancestor and have a common way of life. Now the language of the people, the dance they perform, their clothes, their food, etc. There are lots more. It differentiates them from other people. You will see that there's a particular group of people. The food that they like best is fufu. You cannot take it away from them. A particular group of people, they can never dress without attaching a red thing to their dressing. They may dress in white, but he has to put a red bow tie. Sometimes you will see a red trousers with a red top. Those people, they usually like red. It's a group of people. Those who are in abroad, we have a particular group of people. They could dress in a shirt, and then they wear skirt. Yeah, so that's how they dress. And then language. I'm speaking English right now. Some people speak Chi, some people speak Ewe, and different languages. So those are the things that differentiate ethnic groups from each other, and they are referred to as the characteristics of an ethnic group. We will look at that later. So the language, dance, clothes, food, etc. of a group of people make them different from others. Now the major ethnic groups in Ghana are, we have the Akan ethnic group, we have the Ewe ethnic group, the Gadangbe ethnic group, we have the Gran and then the Mole Dagbani ethnic group. Now within each group, there are various tribes, as I told you. Within each group, there are various tribes. Just like if we have different schools. Now within each schools, we have classes. Class 1, class 2, class 3. We have grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. So within the major ethnic groups, there are smaller tribes within them. Now each ethnic group has its own special history. The people traveled from different places and settled together in groups. So Ghana was an empty land. Nobody was here. But you see, people came from different places, different countries. They all came and settled in Ghana. That is what we mean by traveling from different places. Let's look at this one. Now, the first ethnic group that we want to take is the AKAN ethnic group. So we will talk about the AKAN ethnic group by the end. We should know, someone says AKAN ethnic group, we should be able to say something. Now, this is the largest ethnic group in Ghana. So all the ethnic groups in Ghana, the AKAN ethnic group is the largest. It consists of tribes like the Ashanti, the Fanti, Akwemu, Nzema, Kwewu, Bono, Ikuapem, Achem, Sefi, etc. There are many. The AKAN ethnic group are believed to have migrated. They are believed to have traveled from the old Ghana Empire. The Ghana Empire was located in present-day Mali and Mauritania. So, because of their migration, they settled in a place called Old Ghana Empire. Now it's an ancient city, it's an old town, it's an old country. So, if you want to locate them, their present location, they call the Mali and Mauritania, two countries, but then it was one. So that is where they migrated from. The people were traders in gold and salt. So they trade in salt and then gold. When war started between the local people and the Muslims from North Africa, a lot of the people left the area. So they were all staying in the old Ghana Empire. A lot of people, not only the Akans. So when there was war between the local people and the Muslims, then they fled. You will get to know the reason why there was war. It was also coming. Now, the Akan in present-day Ghana is one of the ethnic groups which migrated from that place and settled in they migrated from the old Ghana Empire and settled in Ghana. So the other tribes, we will look at them normally. The Muslims from North Africa were forcing the people to practice the Islamic religion. The people left to come in Ivory Coast. So you see, the majority then was the Muslims. So from North Africa, we have a lot of Muslims there. So they were forcing the people to practice their religion. Now, then not many were worshipping God or Christians. We were traditionalists, and then we have Muslims. So the Muslims were dominant. So they were trying to force people to worship with them. And so if you don't agree, you either be killed, some will run away. So the Akans fled because of that. Now they went to Kon in Ivory Coast. They said from Kon they continued to Wan and then Doma, both in Brown and Hafo region of Ghana. So from Kon in Ivory Coast, they migrated to Ghana. And then where they settled was Wan and then Doma, both in the Brown Hafo. If you are a Ghanaian, you know Brown Hafo. If you are a foreigner, you can check online some of the regions that we have. One is called Brown Hafo region. This was because they wanted suitable environment and land for farming. So in their search from old Ghana Empire, they passed through many lands, but they all had purpose. First, they needed a suitable environment where they'll be free from war, and then they were looking for land for farming also. So before you settle, you don't just settle anywhere. You see, where I'm going to settle, will I get land for farming? Will I get water? Will I be secure of any war? So they considered all of that, and then they chose Ghana to be a place to stay. Then they stayed in Brown Hafo region. Now, from Doma, they moved in separate groups. Some groups moved to Chifuhemai and then to the coast. The Fanti tribe is one of the examples of the groups which migrated to the coast. So they came in bulk and settled in Half region. Now from there, we realize there are many, but the land is also big. So it should spread out. So some passed or traveled or migrated to the coast. And an example of such people, we are saying it is the Fanti tribe. They migrated to the coast. That's why when you see Cape Coast and then Winnipeg, those along the coast, most are Fantis, except the Gand and the Volta region. But we'll look at them also. Let's see. The Akiapim migrated and settled in the eastern part of Ghana. So if you're a Ghanaian, you will know eastern region. If you're a foreigner, you can check on the map. One of the regions is eastern region. And then that is where the Akiapim people migrated there. They had a reason for going there. We will discuss it in the passage. So most of the Akan ethnic groups settled in present-day Ashanti, Bono, Ahafo, central and eastern, western region of Ghana. So most of the Akans, if you want to find them, go to the Ashanti region, you will see them there. If you go to Bono, Ahafo, you will see them there. If you go to central, you will see them there. Okay, and then again we have this led to the creation of Bono Mine, and then Akwemu Empire, and then the Ashanti Empire. Most Akans speak Chi language with few changes. So with this one, you explain that the land was rich in gold. So each group tried to conquer or capture more lands. So when they settled in different regions, as we said earlier, Ashanti, Bono, Central, and Western, now they realized that the land is rich in gold. So most people try to capture a lot of lands. So they will capture more, because the more land you capture, you will get gold. And then this led to the creation of Bono Mine. So there are kingdoms, which is very, very larger. Like the old Ghana Empire is a kingdom, very big. So if you are 10, you form a city. Now the cities can come together to form a kingdom, very big alliances, so that they can defend themselves. And for that they can conquer a land. So one of them is the Bono Mine, then the Akwemu Empire, and then the Ashanti Empire. The Ashanti Empire became the greatest, it had name. Then he said most of the Akans speak Chi language with few changes. So they speak Chi, but once the Chi has changed a little. We say we want to sing, we say we want to deng, to sing the same way. They mean the same thing, but it has changes in it. Okay, then the final part of our lesson, that's the first lesson. We will later look at that of the airways, the Gwans, Modagbani. We will look at all of them. What happened on their way? Don't worry, we will look at all of them. Now, Ghana, this is a map showing where the Akans migrated from and their present location. You could see from here. That's the migration routes here, coming here, and finally this is where they settled, where the red a lot here. That's where they settled. And then old Ghana Empire is somewhere here. So from their migration they came to settle the old Ghana Empire. Then from there they said straight to Ghana, and then they settled in Brown Ahafo region. So I think that is our lesson, and then we were trying to achieve an objective here. Then the objective was that we should know what an ethnic group is. So as of now, we said an ethnic group is a group of people who come from one ancestor and have a common way of life. And then the major ethnic groups in Ghana, we have the Akan, the Ewe, the Kwan, Modagbani, and the Gan Adangbe. There are 5. Within every ethnic group, there are tribes. So we look at that of the Akans. I believe you enjoyed the lesson, so we will end here and then we will meet in another class. The name is Safro Clinton, and we are glad to have you here. Bye-bye.